Okay. Dude, this can't be that difficult. Ah, there.
Oh, ah. Okay, come on, Vidyut. I've added you. Where are you? There you are. Hey, Bhagwan. This technology
Ganpati
is not.
Bappa
I'm not so good with this.
Moria.
Ganpati Bappa Moria.
Moria.
I also just finished my aarti. How are you doing?
I'm quite happy. I've been watching you try to figure things out, and I've been
Oh man, I'm so
absolutely
sorry. I must have
amazed.
looked like such a fool in this day and age trying to figure out a simple thing which is so simple for others but not so simple for me. Anyways, where are you right now?
I'm in
कहाँ पे हो?
Maharashtra.
अच्छा, you're not disclosing your
No, I'm in
specific
Alibaug.
location. You're not Park. I thought it's
No,
some
the
secret place.
recently somebody asked me, and that was a few weeks back, and I said I'm in Kerala. So I thought it's the. Good to see you,
Ah,
my man.
okay. Good to see you as well, yeah. Listen, I know this is a promotional thing for Khuda Hafiz, but I want to tell you I genuinely and genuinely admire you, and I really love your work. And there is a lot about you that inspires me. The way you are, there's a gentleness about you. There is you're tough on the exterior. I can see your heart. I can see your soul through your eyes. You are a very, very incredible example for all of us. My mom is a big fan of you. I think I told you that. And
Your mom I love, man. So I chatted with Pinky ma'am, and she's exceptional. Like you said, that you can see
yeah,
it through. Like
I
you
had
said,
no
you
idea she
can.
had already called you. I had no idea
I had a
that
nice chat with her.
yeah,
So,
that
like
was news to
all
me.
the good things you said to me, a true warrior will recognize another warrior. So, thank you. And your mom is the real warrior because when she messaged me, and I was telling you about this, that it was so nice to get a message from an amazing woman who's raised a kid so well. Very, very, I felt very nice.
That's so nice. Thank you. I'm sure she's watching this. She's gonna love it. She's a big
My
fan of
mom's
yours.
watching it too.
How sweet. Hello to both the moms. Love you.
Hello to both the moms.
So listen, I let me ask you some of the things that I wanted to ask you about the film. I see you, and I know that you're capable of doing incredible action, and you have like from your posture to your grace, you have an action hero's grace. But in this film specifically, you had to let go of that because you were playing a character. And I have done that sometimes in my life, and I know it requires a lot of courage and conviction in the character to let go of the postures, the posturing that you have been trained in. I didn't see any of that throughout the film, and that is applause worthy because that really shows that you are trying to immerse yourself into the character. And I really want to ask you: was that something that you had to decide? Was that a decision you took?
Hrithik, people haven't really come to me with scripts like this where I really have to play a real life character. Normally
Yeah,
they come to me with biopics of some athletes or some bodybuilders. So it was quite new for me. And so the way I've been trained, I have an erect spine, everything is, there's a place where I want to be like with perfection. But for this movie, I had to be completely the way we see people who are not trained. So for me
yeah,
to even fight the way we
yeah. I know. Yeah,
I had to just leave
yeah,
it all and I had to come from blocks to. And for
yeah,
me, it was quite new. And I have to give a lot of credit to Farooq, the director, because he used to
yeah.
stream on the mic, Vidyut, you're not Commando, you're Samir. So for me,
I
it's quite
also
nice.
I also believe that it is always the director, who creates that space so that you can do what you can do. It's always the director, but it also is takes courage from the actor's point of view. We must give ourselves a pat on our back when we do that. So
No, we
well done
should
on
keep
that.
patting our backs a lot more than we do actually. I was watching
True.
Hrithik. I just watched, I think about a month back, I watched this batch of 2020 you did, a conversation for motivational, it was a
Yeah, yeah,
motivational speech. I have to
Yeah,
tell
yeah.
you, very cool, man. I loved the way you spoke from your heart, and it was quite important
Thank
because
you. Thank you.
I love the way I read the messages, and it's quite nice that you can change a lot of lives from your own experiences, and it was very nice to watch it.
Thanks a lot. Yeah, I really believed in that, and I think uh, uh, I think that is something that drives you as well. You know, what I see in you is that you also want to cause some kind of change. You want to inspire, and you have been doing that, and you've been doing that really well because it somehow, through my mother, through other, somehow it came to my mom. Through my mom, it came to me. I got to know about you. I started to follow all things that you were saying. I followed your diet. I know you're a vegetarian, and I really like that you keep yourself surrounded by nature and the martial arts that you are trained in. Tell me something more about that. It's called Kalari Pipe, right?
Perfectly said. Perfectly said.
Kalari Pipe.
Perfectly
Kalari
said.
Pipe
Right?
is something that is completely keeps you functional, and it incorporates a lot of animal moves, and it's like being one with nature in an abstract way. If I had to express what I feel about it. But you tell me.
So, Calorie Pad, Hrithik, I'm so proud of the fact that you said the name correctly because in India, I
Thank
don't
you.
see many people saying it right. They can talk about Kung Fu, they talk about Karate, but when it comes to Calorie Pad, they haven't heard this word a lot.
Yeah, that's true.
So for me, Kalaripet started with Lord Shiva, and it came from Lord Shiva to Parshuram, from Parshuram to Bodhidharma. And this our man, Bodhidharma, went from India to the Shaolin, and he started this whole martial arts, which very few people know. So for me, it's my duty that everybody, like I don't really want to inspire people, like you said, but for me, it's very important for people to just be aware that this is the mother of all martial arts.
It is. It is. That's where it started. It started here in India.
And we Indians need to
All
just know
martial arts.
this because like when I do something like if I'm on spears or if I'm balancing myself on bottles and people say, oh Vidyut, I've seen one of the Shaolin monks do it. For me, it's like saying that, we started it, we need to get it
Yeah.
back. We all are as
Yeah.
fit.
Yeah.
The Indians are the elitist beings in my opinion. So for us, I feel very proud that I represent Kalaripayat, and I feel very
That's
proud
amazing.
that, yeah, it's like
So
you inspire the
so if
generation
someone
and
like me,
more.
wants to learn, I'm 46 now, and if I want to learn, and or yeah, if I want to learn, is it
So
easy
this
for
is
me to start?
this is the most constant question that I get. Sir, I'm 65 years old. Am I not too old to start? So what you said, I want to learn, is where everything starts. There's no age.
That's
You
so
should
true.
just have the desire
I agree.
to
I
learn.
agree. Yeah.
And then the rest of the questions are just said by people. Oh, you're too old, you're too fat, you're too thin.
Yeah.
Then you just raise
That's
your
true.
own bar. You can do
That's so true.
anything, my man, and you know it.
But do they have coaches more? Is this something that is widespread in Mumbai?
No, in the last 3 years, I've noticed that a lot of stuff has started coming on YouTube. Very good stuff. I feel very proud of it because normally I used to watch videos internationally, and I always wondered that this is ours. So I really thank you for asking me this. I want to say thank you to all the people who are promoting Kalaripayat on social media. I've been watching you, whether you're in Kerala, whether you're in Delhi, whether you are in Haryana. I feel
Yeah.
proud. We need to get our legacy back. This is ours.
I feel you, man. I feel what you're saying, and I also want to try my hand at this. I
You
know
can do anything.
it will be tough. Arey nahi yaar, my
How far have
body
you
is all
gone with
broken.
your piano?
You also play?
No, I watch you.
Oh, watch me. I mean, I'm trying to make the best use of my time. So I'm learning a little bit of piano, a little bit of voice training. I'm trying to sing. Let's see. कुछ
For
होगा
me,
उसके
for
साथ
me,
तो होगा.
for me, Khuda Hafiz was completely about untraining who I am. I
Yeah,
had
I
to
could see
untrain
that. I could see
everything
that.
I've done from the way I walk. And I realized whilst I was doing it, that all the actors who made a mark have really worked really hard because they've gone through this journey that I've just stepped upon.
Yeah.
And I was
There's a,
experiencing.
yeah, so sorry to
No,
interject.
please, please,
Go on, go
please.
on, go on. There's a
So there's
particular
this.
scene that I,
Which one?
sorry, there's a particular scene I really like. It's a scene where you're on the hunt and you're on the search, and you go to the embassy, and there's a lady there, and you have to request her, and you're frightened, you are desperate, you still have to be polite, and you have to be restrained. That particular scene really stood out for me because I saw that and I knew that, yeah, there's something about you that is very, very special. There is something that is,
Thank
there
you.
is a certain focus in your eyes. There's a certain, and I think I suspect that comes from the fact that you have disciplined yourself so much. You stand for something that you believe in. There's so much passion in you that, and you're humble at the same time. So there's a particular focus in your eyes which is very attractive, and you use that so well. I mean, I don't think you used it, but I mean, you just happen to have it. So it came across really well. I really thought that scene was a difficult scene to do, and I also liked after a particular song, there's a transformation that happens in your eyes after you go through some loss, and there's a transformation that happens, and you suddenly see that there's a higher wisdom that takes over you, and that is when I realized that Vidyut as an individual, all the previous scenes that I was seeing, he was pretending to be that. Now, this is the higher intelligence of your being that you brought into the character. From your training and the calm, the composure, all of that just came in, and I understood that, acha, this is the journey of the character that he was trying to build. From somebody who was uncertain, scared, to somebody who was calm, composed, and strong. That transformation also came across really well. So
I don't know how
congratulations, man.
often does it happen with you, Hrithik, because this was my first time to experience this. When I did that
Yeah.
scene where I walk into that office of the Indian embassy and I go to the lady Sonia ji and I tell her that, listen, I've lost my wife and मुझे उसके बारे में कुछ पता नहीं है, कहाँ है. I don't know, I'm sure you must have experienced it so many times. For me, every time I walked into that room, I had tears in my eyes.
And also, I love the way Khuda Hafiz, the title was used. Something is, Vidyut, can you see me?
You're beautiful.
Oh, I can't see you. My screen's gone blank.
I can see you, it's a bit hazy, but you're looking quite nice.
Okay.
Cloudy.
Thank you very much. I like to see your beautiful face as well, but tell us if you think we made a mistake. Instagram, you made a mistake. It's asking me whether it's making a mistake. What do I do? It's not going. Help. Okay, Vidyut, we're going to have I'm going to pretend it's a phone chat now. So, because I can't see you.
No, we were chatting about this, going back to where we left from, I see people and I experienced, I tell people, Hrithik, that the Hindi film industry is a spiritual journey for me. I'm so glad that the industry chose me to be part of it because the experiences that I've had over here, this is one place, and which we were talking about, is that I love the fact that if you're angry, you should just be angry. If you're nervous, you should let the nervousness be. People just try and run away from it, and that's when they get sad, melancholic, or all those things. So in this character, every time I felt the pain, I just didn't let it go.
That's fantastic.
What's your process? I need to ask you this because you're one of those actors that people, if they get an opportunity, they should ask you. So what's your process of getting into a character?
My process really is to kind of collect as much information as I can. As I try and ask as many questions as possible so that I get to know the character as much as possible. And that information, when your ammunition is the information about the character. So that really helps me. And that's where I start from. That's my starting point. But the thing you said about the industry, the one thing that always comes to my mind is that the industry is a fantastic place. I'm here because I love cinema, and I think it's a place where you really get to test your character.
You got everything
अरे नहीं है,
perfectly packed.
ऐसा कुछ नहीं है.
You mentioned
We all
it.
trying, we all workers.
Yeah, but you know, while you were saying, for me, the process of learning anything, like when I watch something or something comes into my mind and I want to like put it in action, I'm talking about a physical ability that I garner.
Yeah.
I realized my technique is this: get every. I'm sure they ask you the same questions that they ask me. For example, what do you eat? When do you sleep? Blah 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 blah. So I realized that the fans don't really get the real answers because what I eat, how much I sleep, how much I train will not make them look the way we are, you and I.
Yeah, that's true.
Right?
That's true.
About the things that I wanted them to ask me, the journalist.
Nice.
So that's why I asked you your process because I would really, that's why the curiosity came. And what does Hrithik Roshan do? How does he get into this?
But you know, the bottom line is, and also I have subscribed to your channel already before I came on this Insta Live. So I'm going to watch. I already saw one where you were explaining your vegetarian diet, and I got inspired. Man, someday I have to go completely vegetarian, and that day is coming soon. So I'm going to use your platform to kickstart that process in my mind, because I really feel that that is you know, going to be the future of all our diets. Go vegetarian. Yeah.
Hrithik, do you want to read a few messages from all the Jambalians and all your people? You know, I want to just say a lot of love to your fans. I want to tell them that I love the way
You know, it's a pity
guys...
I can't see anything because my screen is blank.
Let's do a phone chat then, just like that. So my board of air, great respect to all your fans from my side. I want to say to them that you guys have been really kind to a lot of people. You stand by the star that we all respect. So kudos to you. You guys are amazing. I feel the respect when you give, and this man deserves all the respect, all the kindness, because he is worthy of it, and he's a really great guy. He's a super talented human being. I love the relationship, Hrithik, you have with your mom. I'm a mama's boy, by the way, I want to tell you. I could be like this action whoever, but mama's boy for sure, always. And I watch you with your mom.
It's really sweet. And I agree what you said. You know, sometimes we have good days and sometimes we have bad days. And the support that we get from our fans is something that we should never take for granted. And you know, and kind of like give them a silent promise that we continue to keep working hard for them, so that, you know, we can always deserve that love. है ना?
बहुत सही है. You know, the fans, I watch people, I talk about Jamalians who I love. You know, they have this fiery, there are these different kinds of people in the army. One are these really fiery ones. One are these very sensible ones. One are these really kind ones. One are these people who try and get the whole family together. I love these fans. They're bigger than anything in this world that I know of.
That's so sweet. Yeah, but
so going about
you have to remember,
Hrithik, you know,
they are here because I said you have to remember that they are here because of your hard work and what you're making them feel. So you have to continue making them feel alive. And I think you will always, because you have that integrity in you. And that's what I also believe, that, you know, we just need to keep giving our best to whatever we do. It doesn't matter if it's a success or a failure. As long as you keep giving your best, you're going to be okay.
Yeah. Fans are like mothers. They will only praise you. I see my pictures and I'm like, dude, I'm looking so bad in this. And they're like, Vidyut Jamal's favorite picture. You know, Hrithik, when my mom watched Commando 3, she came out of the theater and she called me and she's like, I loved you, you were so good, blah, blah, blah. Singhu, मैं एक बात बोलूं, सबसे अच्छा action सिर्फ मेरा बेटा करता है. Now you should do some other roles. So much jumping, all this you have to stop. So I'm like, okay, I heard her. Then she watched Khuda Hafiz and she said, loved the movie.
She must have loved it.
She loved the movie. She's like, but in the end, so much blood, it doesn't look nice on you. I love moms. She didn't want the blood on her face.
So sweet, yeah. But
what does your mom
film,
say about your risky jumps and stunts you do?
Yeah, she doesn't need to, because I've done a lot of that, and when I did those kind of stunts, I was trained, I think, in the wrongest ways, because there was no technique, there was nobody there to guide you as to how to train for a particular action stunt. So I did it all the wrong way, and I injured like all the parts of my body. But now, we have people like you. There's Tiger. There are so many of the actors in the new generation now who are like examples of the right technique. From diet to technique to being trained professionally is something that is very, very inspiring. And I think today I am trying now, since I started war, I have started to adopt those techniques. Otherwise, first it was all about just the aesthetics. Just get the muscles and look good, and stand in a particular way, look hot, and that was it. But now it's really about fitness. It's about health, and thanks to you, that we are getting more informed and more educated, which is great, which is what we need. It's what I need.
Thank you. In coloring.
By the way, I can't see you at all. Huh? I'm staring at just a blank screen which says "try again later," and it says Instagram
your
is continuously
tearing
asking.
your T-shirt apart. That's the best thing.
It is telling me, tell us if you think we made a mistake. It's actually asking me that. What do I say? Yes, you're making a mistake. So, Vidyut, what's next on your plan?
So I'm excited for the lockdown to get over completely. I'm hoping that everybody gets safe, man, and then we start working.
Functional stuff. I have started to follow you now, so I'm going to, try some things that you'll offer, I'm sure. And I hope that will help. I'm sure it will. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. I've also been.
Say that if you can, there's a lag. In Kalari Pet, Hrithik, they say if you can fix your spine up, the spine, the pelvis, the sacrum, you're sorted. All the
reminding me, sit straight.
No, when I meet you next, we'll align. Did you enjoy the songs?
I loved the title track. In fact, it's a good way to part ways right now until we meet next. Do you know the song? Because I loved it. I can't remember it, but I loved that song.
I just heard you telling me that.
ये जुदाइयों का है दिन तब तलक खुदा हाफिज
पल ये बीत जाएगा प्यार वापस.
Happiness, romance, everything in your life. That's what I believe.
Hrithik, thanks for blessing all of us, man, with your creativity over the past 20 years. Thank you. You made this effort.
You are very kind with you.
Appreciating it, man.
Thank you very much. I have not been able to see you at all in this, but I have really enjoyed my chat with you.
So, Hrithik, first things first. One more time to your mother, Shat Shat Pranam, man, for raising a man like you. Thank you for making this effort. Thank you for encouraging me. And Jamwalians, I love you. Thank you for being there. You've taken it all, and it's our time to celebrate. Disney Hotstar, thank you very much. Great, great, great teamwork. Hrithik Roshan, I love you.
Thanks. Thanks a lot. And to all your fans, you guys are amazing. Keep supporting Vidyut. He's a great guy. And I love you all. And thank you. See you, Vidyut.